winter. So they say the subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. Innocent victims of their story. Like Romeo and Juliet, 'twas written in the stars before they even met. That love and fate and a touch of stupidity would rob them of their hope of living happily. The endings are often a little bit gory. I wonder why they didn't just change their story. We're told we have to do it, we are told, but surely sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. Platinum blonde hair dye, extra strong. Keep out of reach of children. Oil of violet hair tonic for men. Yup. In the slip of a boat, there's a tiny revolt. The seat of a war in the creak of a floorboard. A storm can begin with the flap of a wing. The tiniest mud packs the mightiest sting. Every day starts with the tick of a clock. All escapes start with the click of a lock. If you're stuck in your story and want to get out, you don't have to cry, you don't have to shout. 'Cause if a little you can do a lot, you mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top, you won't change a thing. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. But nobody else is gonna put it right for me. Nobody but me is gonna change my story. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Have you ever wondered what I have about her when I see red? For example, there's no way of knowing if red means the same thing in your head as red means in my head when someone says red. And how if we are travelling at almost the speed of light and we're holding a light, that light would still travel away from us at the full speed of light, which seems right in a way. But I'm trying to say, I'm not sure, but I wonder if inside my head I'm not just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind unbidden, these stories delivered to me for the written. And when everyone shouts like they seem to like shouting, the noise in my head is incredibly loud, and I just wish they'd stop. My dad and my mum and the telly and stories would stop for just once. And I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right. This noise becomes anger, and the anger is light, and this burning inside me would usually fade, but it isn't today. And the heat and the shouting, and my heart is pounding, and my eyes are burning, and suddenly everything is quiet. like silence, but not really silent. Just that still sort of quiet. Like the sound of a page being turned in a book, or pause in a walk in the woods. Quiet, like silence, but not really silent. Just that nice kind of quiet. Like the sound when you lie upside down in your bed. Just the sound of your heart in your head. And though the people around me, their mouths are still moving, the words they are forming cannot reach me anymore. And it is quiet, and I am warm, like I've sailed into the eye of the storm.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us this evening for the Majesticpiece Theater's presentation of Berlin Meets Gershwin, a musical review. Tonight, you'll be transported back in time as we listen to majestic stars sing beautiful songs from two legendary composers. Music on a whole can be tied to so many things. For many, music is a way to relate to the world, to tell a story, to connect, and to express yourself completely without restraint. It's something that we can lean on whenever we need it, when times are hard, or when they're happy. Music can also match a mood, tie to a memory, or explain things when words seem to fail. But of all these things, we're most impressed with music's ability to heal. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our first number. Lazy is a popular song written by Irving Berlin in 1924. Popular recordings of the song in 1924 were by Al Jolson, Blossom Seeley, Paul Whiteman, and the Brock Sisters. It may be best known today by a performance of the song by Marilyn Monroe in the motion picture There's No Business Like Show Business. You may find this number particularly relatable during these difficult times. Now, here's Aaron Marchbanks performing Lazy.
And let the world go drifting with a great big valise full of books to read where it's peaceful while I'm killing time being lazy. Lazy, I wanna be lazy. I long to be out in the sun with no work to be done under that awning they call the sky, stretching and yawning, and let the world go drifting by. I wanna peep through the deep, tangled wildwood, counting sheep till I sleep like a child would, with a great big valise full of books to read where it's peaceful while I'm killing time being lazy.
The Little Jazz Bird is a number from a musical called Lady Be Good, written by Guy Bolton and Fred Thompson, with music by George and lyrics by Ira Gershwin. It was first presented on Broadway in 1924, and the West End production followed in 1926. The story of the musical is about a brother and sister who are out of money. Both are eager to sacrifice themselves to help the other. This was the first Broadway collaboration of the Gershwin brothers and the Astaire siblings, Fred and Adele, who play a brother-sister dance team. Performing The Little Jazz Bird is Brittanie Sorensen.
Into a cabaret one fatal day, a little songbird flew. Though did so very gay, he thought he'd stay just to get a bird's eye view. Then he heard the jazz band play,
You've Got Your Mother's Big Blue Eyes. Not much is known about this song other than it was written by Irving Berlin in 1913. And I'm pretty much just going to leave it at that. Berlin wrote approximately 1,500 published songs. The most successful is the world's best-selling song, White Christmas, by Bing Crosby. This one doesn't even come close, but you'll enjoy it as it's sung by Clayton Hollingsworth. What'll I Do is a song written by Irving Berlin in 1923. It was introduced by singers Grace Moore and John Steele late in the run of Berlin's third Music Box Revue, and was also included in the following year's edition. In the lyrics, the singer questions how they will recover from the end of a recent romance. The best-known cover version was recorded by Frank Sinatra for his album All Alone in 1962. Now, for your listening pleasure, Joe Battrick.
And I must go mine, but now that our love dreams have ended, what'll I do when you are far away and I am blue? What'll I do? What'll I do when I am wondering who is kissing you? What'll I do? What'll I do with just a photograph to tell my troubles to? When I'm alone with only dreams of you, that won't true. What'll I do?
The Man I Love was a popular standard with music by George Gershwin and lyrics by his brother Ira. Part of the 1924 score for the Gershwin government satire Lady Be Good, it was originally called The Girl I Love. The song was deleted from the show and from both the 1927 anti-war satire Strike Up the Band, where it first appeared as The Man I Love. As with many standards of the era, it has become more famous as an independent popular song than as one from a Broadway musical. The song was included in the 2015 Broadway musical An American in Paris, based on the 6-time Academy Award-winning Gene Kelly-Leslie Caron film An American in Paris, that was released in 1951. Presenting it for you tonight is Frankie Caswell.
Someday he'll come along, the man I love, and he'll be big and strong, the man I love. And when he comes my way, I'll do my best to make him stay. At me and smile, I'll understand, and in a little while he'll take my hand. And though it seems absurd, I know we both won't say a word. Sure to meet him one day. Maybe Tuesday will be my good news day. We'll build a little home just meant for two, from which I'll never roam. Would you? So all else above, I'm dreaming of the man I love. We'll build a little home just meant for two, from which I never roam. Would you? So all else above, I'm dreaming of the man I love.
Somebody Loves Me is a popular song with music written by George Gershwin and lyrics by Ballard MacDonald and Buddy De Silva. The song was published in 1924 and featured in George White's Scandals of 1924. This is not to be confused with a Southern gospel song written by W.F. and Marjorie Crumley. The first recordings of Somebody Loved Me were a number of popular versions in 1924 and 1925 by Paul Whiteman, Ray Miller, Marion Harris, and Cliff Edwards, also known as Ukulele Ike, with the Whiteman version being top-rated. Here is Kimberly Kelley with Somebody Loves Me.
clutching at straws, just because I may meet him yet. Somebody loves me, I wonder who. I wonder who he can be. Somebody loves me, I wish I knew. Who can he be? Where is me? For every guy who passes by, I shout, "Hey, maybe you were meant to be my loving baby." Somebody loves me, I wonder who. Maybe it's you.
The first George Gershwin song to be published by T.B. Harms was Some Wonderful Sort of Someone, which was featured in the 1918 Broadway show called Ladies First. It was introduced by American singer, comedian, actress, and vaudeville star Nora Bayes. The lyrics are written from the perspective of Cupid and were written by Schuyler Green. Here to perform it live for you now is Doug Moxley.
Someday, though you may from the world try to hide away upon some lonely isle, with surprise you'll realize that all the while a sly little shy little spry little fellow with an arrow and a bow had his eye upon you, and before you know, some wonderful sort of someone, some morning, without warning, will happen along, and someday some wonderful sort of someone will bring you joy and sing you one wonderful song. And when for you life takes on a new charm and all the future seems rosy, there in a cottage where everything is comfy and cozy, some wonderful little someone, the most wonderful little someone, will come into your life and make it complete.
I Love a Piano is another popular song with words and music by Irving Berlin. It was copyrighted on December 9, 1920, and introduced in the Broadway musical revue Stop, Look, Listen, when it was performed by Harry Fox and the ensemble. The song was given a tremendous boost in the show as the set for it consisted of an enormous keyboard running completely across the stage. In front of this were 6 pianos with 6 pianists playing the tune. Irving Berlin always regarded this song as one of his best efforts. Without further ado, the vocal stylings of Kelley Marchbanks.
I love a piano, I love to hear somebody play. somebody play upon a piano, a grand piano. It simply carries me away. I know a fine way to treat a Steinway. I love to run my fingers over the keys, the ivories, and with a pedal. I love to meddle, not only music from Broadway. I'm so delighted if I'm invited to hear a long-haired genius play. So you can keep your fiddle and your bow will give me Piano. I love to stop right beside an upright or a high tone baby. Help me maybe a high tone baby grand.
We want to thank everyone for joining us. During this time of stress, it is important for all of us to find some time to escape, and we hope these songs from these two great masters have helped take you away for a short time at least. As we are being asked to make sacrifices, we are also encouraged to be strong in some way. And in closing, I would like to paraphrase the words of Fred Rogers. Real strength is neither male nor female. It is not defined by political party, economy, religious beliefs, or race, but it is quite simply one of the finest characteristics that a human being can possess. From all of us in Berlin Meets Gershwin, a musical review, to all of you, be strong, be safe, be happy, and thank you. Good night.